So I'm gonna do a spirit message. I noticed that the comment section was not really popping like that when I asked like what reading, but someone did say what reading they wanted, and I haven't done one in a minute. So we are going to do a spirit message. It's going to be pretty quick, not super quick, but pretty quick because I literally had, as soon as I got home, I had a lot of stuff I had to do. So anyway, we're just going to see what spirit wants Capricorn to know at this time. Of course, you can interpret it however you need to and go from there. But before I get started, I was supposed to do the weekly reading yesterday. I didn't do one only because I went down the rabbit hole of YouTube, and what I seen was like upsetting a little bit. Like, I noticed that there were a lot of people who are readers arguing and yelling, not even yelling because they're not talking, but through text, like just being very ugly. And I feel like as a reader, we're supposed to be neutral and we're supposed to stay out of those type of energies, because it literally is going against everything that that you're supposed to do as a reader. Like, we're supposed to be neutral, we're supposed to help people. But I'm not saying names because I don't want to get sucked into that. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. So yeah, it's really sad to see, and it's some people that are very like kind of popular that are arguing back and forth. One person sounding crazy, like it's just too much. So I think spirit message is perfect for this time. Um, I've also been doing a lot of thinking. I don't want to share what I've been thinking with you guys just because y'all know I change my mind all the time, but yeah. Anyway, let's just continue. So we're gonna do spirit message, see where that leads us. Of course, we're gonna try to refrain from love stuff right now just because I feel like we do need a spiritual message. Yes, I have pigtails. All day today I left my locks down, and they were literally agitating me, like they were brushing against my cheek constantly. So I just was like, okay, for this reading, we are going to do that. But hey guys, hey Dawn and hey Nicole, thanks for joining today. So we're gonna use the angel wisdom because these give me the type of responses I need for doing a spiritual reading. So we're going to see. So before I start, I said, what does Capricorn need to know about spiritually? Hey Sharon, is it Sharon? So the song that came on, y'all, is New Bay by K Forest. So New Bay, of course, in the sense of relationship, is like meeting a new person. But when we're talking about spirituality, for me, I feel like New Bay is like starting a new journey. So some of you could be starting a new journey for whatever reason, trying to do new practices as far as like how you take care of yourself, things of that nature. And I kind of feel like it's a shift. So that could be what is happening right now. So that's what I interpreted from that song. Outside of relationship wise, like a lot of you are wanting something new, going on a new path, changing in some ways. I just got unrecognizable, so maybe other people are seeing that you're not the same anymore, or you're seeing that other people are not the same. And I feel like that's something that's been happening or building up to this point for a long time. So, and also, I know this is a side note, but when I went to go visit my mom, she had these flameless candles. Because y'all know I used to love candles, but realistically, they are kind of dangerous for you to just be burning them and inhaling all of the fumes. At least from what I've researched. But these right here definitely put me to sleep. I have some by my bed, so it's like kind of dark and it has like that little, dimness type of thing. But these right here, if you guys are having a hard time sleeping, definitely get some of these. I don't know why it makes me sleep, but it helps. And I love the ambiance of it too. And it's not a real candle. So, that's kind of cool too. And no, I'm not sponsored or anything. All right. All right, so what does Capricorn need to know regarding what spirit wants them to know? Positive spirit. Because we don't want that negative spirit. Y'all know what I mean when I say spirit. What spirit wants Capricorn to know at this time? Yeah, I used to be like, I literally got two from House of Hoodoo. And I don't use them, so I feel like I'm disrespecting that in some way, but I don't want to throw them away. So they're still here. Because, girl, candles used to be my thing. Scented candles, especially. But, oops. Alright, so I'm going to put these back because I feel like they just popped out. But we have courage, strength, fearlessness, and warrior. So this always comes out. This kind of gives me Nine of Wands energy a little bit. But this always comes out when I do spiritual meanings, spiritual messages for Capricorn. So a lot of you guys are constantly having to battle and fight your way through things. And, you know, that's just crazy. But then we also have re-energize your life. So it says clear, positive space and harmony. So definitely I feel like Spirit's telling you that it's time for you to kind of clean up house, get rid of people. Don't, how do I say it? Don't respond to negativity. A lot of people will test you and they want you to argue and fight so that way they have a reason to attack you. But I feel like a lot of you are wanting your space to be clean, pure. You don't want no mess, no drama. So you're basically letting things go. So I'm just going to keep these out. I know I said I was going to put them away, but I feel like that goes along with what we need. What else does Capricorn need to know? I'm going to get... why did my mouth grind like that? Like I was... my mouth grinded like it was a crackhead. Like when they're fiending. That's so weird. Anyway. Alright, so we got a couple of them. So we have connect with past loved ones. So sense, feel, and reconnect. So I think that the Spirit is telling you that it's time for you to really like meditate, ask your ancestors, because these are people that came before you that are now watching over you. So it's kind of like maybe some of you were helping them while they were alive. And then once they transition, now they're watching you. So, and not in a like creepy way, but they just want to protect you. So a lot of you are protected at this time, whether you know it or not. Some of you might actually get like cold spots. That could actually be someone visiting you or just trying to give you comfort. Just always think it, if you get any signs, always think of what's happening at that time, because I feel like that will kind of give you a lot of information about what's going on and what that sign's coming from. But basically, I feel like a lot of you have to give thanks. So maybe some of you are trying to get altars started up, or just, you know, being thankful for what you have, praying a lot. That's kind of what I get from this card. But definitely you have to connect to those that came before you, in terms of like family, ancestors, and stuff like that. We also have treat your body well. So exercise, meditate, and massage. So definitely, I feel like a lot of you are pouring into yourself. And we say this all the time, but I think Spirit is really telling you like, hey, do things for yourself. Whether that be going to get a massage from a place, taking a day off from work to go shop or something, or just take yourself out to eat. This is basically saying getting back to the basics. And just reminding yourself that you matter. Like, you don't always have to do everything for everybody else. Like, it's okay for you to take a step back and relax and enjoy life. Like, this is really a card for me that says enjoy life. Definitely with food too, because I don't know, even the vegetables are starting to look a little skeptical. But I really feel like a lot of you are wanting to cleanse from within as well. So not just on the outside, but within. Some of you, there might be something genetic in your lineage. So just make sure you're staying up on that. Google doctor. Of course, we all have been there. Looking up stuff on Google. Definitely follow up with a real doctor. Okay. So if you feel like you, if you feel like you need to. I think I'm going to get a couple more of these too, because it's been a minute. We have family connection. So respect people and kinship. And just keep in mind, family doesn't always mean you have to be close with them. A lot of people think like, oh, that's your so-and-so. You need to make sure you treat them right. If these people are not treating you right, then they may not be your family. This is just finding your tribe. So if it is your family, maybe reaching out to your family more, talking to them more, getting involved in family activities, you know, just checking up on everybody, make sure everybody's good. That's kind of what I get from that card. I feel like some of you could possibly feel defeated, just because we have the re-energize your life and the have courage right next to each other. So the having courage is you basically turning your back on anything negative, so you can focus on this. So it should be this way actually. So it's kind of like you're turning your back on anything negative that destabilizes you, that doesn't make you feel better about yourself, that doesn't build you up. You're basically saying like, hey, it's time for me to get back to the basics and making sure that I'm good. Some of you could be people pleasers or just reaching out all the time or trying to figure things out. You shouldn't have to chase anything, chase anybody, chase any position, anything like that. I was going to say chase any liquor. I don't know why I'm goofy tonight, y'all. I was going to say chase any liquor. I don't even drink, so I don't know if somebody out there is, you know, trying to be funny and whatnot. But that was funny. Alright, what else? What else is Capricorn mixing on? Yeah, I don't know why I said that. And when I say that, like when I tell people I don't drink or smoke, I'm definitely not judging anybody that does. And I won't say that I might not have like a little slushy alcoholic beverage or so here and there, but I just don't feel the need to do that stuff. And so that's just for me. So I'm never judging anybody. So just keep that in mind. I'm not judging anybody that does that. It's just for me. I personally don't feel the need to go that route. But that's just for me. I've been tired a lot lately. I don't know what that's about. But anyway, let's get back to this. Let's see what else does Capricorn need to know for Spirit before we jump into this. Get into nature. So coexistence, gather, and limit waste. So that's funny because I said I've been cleaning. So definitely I feel like there is a shift. So anytime that I go through like stuff, I know that people out there are going through the same thing. It might be a different way, different person, different result, but definitely we call it collective because a lot of us deal with the same thing. So this is basically saying ground yourself. So earth sign energy anyway. Ground yourself. Some of you need to look into your heritage. Maybe there's things in your heritage that can help you during times of like strife or things that are difficult, like just praying and, you know, getting closeness, getting out more. Maybe you need to get some fresh air, not being bottled up all the time. And definitely limiting waste. That's basically like kind of saving money, not overindulging in certain things. Basically just decluttering. And we are in springtime, so of course we know spring cleaning, that's a thing. So let me get one more. Yeah, one more should be fine. What else is Oop. Damn, that one was trying to show itself. Psychic strength was trying to come out. Shield, talismans, and gold light. So kind of going along with what I was witnessing yesterday on YouTube about people trying to attack each other. Like money really does a lot to you. You know what I'm saying? Or to people that look at money as the end all be all. Like there's definitely, hey trap flavor. There's definitely a lot of people who will talk negatively about other readers or other people so they can get ahead. And that's what I seen yesterday, and I was actually disgusted. It's just really sad that that's what it's come to, you know, because as a healer, you're supposed to be healing people, not participating in the drama and the unnecessary stuff. Like, personally, that's just how I feel. I know I said I didn't want to talk about it no more, but I feel like that's part of what that's about. So definitely shield yourself, because there's people out there that are mean-spirited. There's nothing you can do about it. And, well, you can do something as far as not allow them to trigger you. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here, is that, you know, basically these people are going to try to attack you, and you have to be the one to be like, okay, you can attack yourself because I'm not going to respond to that. Last card we have is explore your creative side. So visualize, paint, and record. So there might be a hobby that you guys want to do. This is all about you guys doing things for yourself that are going to make you feel happy and build yourself up. Hey, Tamara. So definitely that's what I'm seeing. This also looks old as well. So there's a lot about learning about who you are. So that goes along with your heritage, culture, all of that. I feel like it's important for some reason. Um, I'm getting indigenous here too, Hispanic or Latin. Let me say that. Polynesian. So there's just a lot of different cultures. Ethiopian. That's kind of what I see coming out here. So there's something about knowing who you are and getting more information about who you are. At the bottom, we have move your body. So dance, breathe, and flow. So that goes to treat your body well. So there's a lot about health here. And a lot of people think it's just talking about your weight. That's part of it, but also your mental health is important as well. So I kind of feel like this is more mental health and not letting things stress you out, which could cause gait weight. Oh my gosh, I'm talking backwards. Weight gain. I said gait wane. That came out so effortless. Honor the deities around you. So prayers, offerings, and help. So again, Egyptian, like there's a lot of information about heritage, culture, things of that nature. And honoring those before you. I kind of feel like a lot of us may have taken things for granted. And I'm going to say what I was going to say. Don't take this the wrong way. Please don't. But personally, and I've said this before, so I'm not just saying this just to say it. I do feel like there's certain people who I do trust with readings because I know that their history and their background has proven, I'm trying to say this in the nicest way possible. I know that their background has given them the ability to see things, feel things, somewhat of that nature. Now there's another group of people who I don't personally feel like they really are tapped in or in tune because you come from a lineage of people who oppressed other people. So I'm gonna let you guys figure that out. And no, I'm not trying to hate on anybody. I'm just keeping it real. That's just how I always felt when I first started even watching readings or YouTube. I always gravitated towards people who I connected with, who were cultural, only because I feel like they do have a little bit more knowledge to be able to do, readings and stuff. So I know I'm probably putting my foot in my mouth, so I'm just gonna be quiet and I'm gonna keep moving on. But hopefully you guys, if you get it, you get it. No shade or anything. It is what it is. So let me go ahead and get this. And I'm like really close. I'm gonna take a shower soon. I know that sounds like rambling. Y'all probably like, what is she speaking and rambling? Nah, if you get it, you get it. And I'm sure you will get it. Alright, what does Capricorn need to know from Spirit? Thanks. And I'm really not trying to be ugly. Y'all know from the beginning I've never talked negatively about people like that. I try to stay out of the drama because I feel like that's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt your brand. It's gonna hurt everything. But that's just kind of how I feel. Because I literally was guided to tarot. This isn't something one day I woke up and I was like, oh, I'm gonna start doing this. Like I literally, it was one thing after the other. Like even this apartment that I'm in right now was not owned. It was rented previously by a, I think they were Arabic or Middle Eastern, a Middle Eastern family. I want to say Egypt. Like they literally would play meditation music and all of that. And I just would be outside with my daughter and I manifested moving in here. Like I didn't know they were going to move or anything like that. So I kind of feel like that's what started my journey through tarot. Because everything just kind of fell in line, Even the apartment number is an angel number. Like it just kind of fell into place. Oops. That's too many. He says, yeah, I'm just trying not to offend anybody because I don't want to ostracize anyone or make them feel some type of way. All right. What else does Capricorn need to know from Spirit? What else does Spirit want Capricorn to know? Just trying to like bring out a lot of them. Okay, so we have, dang, what is one? 8 of Cups. So it says the need to move on, seeking more from life than what you are experiencing, a spiritual quest. So like I said earlier, I feel like a lot of you could be going on a new spiritual journey, just wanting something different. Choosing to make big life changes, a change in priorities, or leaving a home. So this right here is crazy because at the end of the day, when you're thinking about 8 of Cups, Spirit is saying that sometimes you just have to walk away from it. And the thing is that you have to be prepared. Doesn't that look like almost a total eclipse in the back? I know it still has like a little like nail, but I feel like maybe this is something that started yesterday. So it's a shift. It's something change. People seen for that one moment, because I was talking to my mom, how, you know, everything was just so quiet and still. And so at that moment, it was kind of like the world stopped in a sense. And then it's like, then you get the light again. So it's kind of like it's a foreshadowing of showing you like, hey, this could be a forever thing type of thing. Like, don't take it for granted. So I feel like maybe as of yesterday, a lot of people, this actually does look like people staring at the total eclipse. That's crazy. Especially just with this deck. But I feel like a lot of people are on this journey now. They're like, okay, like life is short. I don't know when, the hour, time, none of that. So it's actually time for me to do the things that I need to do for myself. So this could be, you know, trying to see what else is out there. Walking away from something you thought you wanted. Anything like that. So I was actually at home. I was doing laundry. I went outside to put it in the dryer and it was dark. And then there was people looking at the sky with their glasses. I didn't get glasses this year because my patio is literally like right in the direction of it, so I kind of mad at myself for that. But yeah, so I feel like a lot of you are trying to put your feelings and things to the side and really do what you're guided to do. So your life purpose, that's kind of what I'm getting here. Some of you have decided to seek your life purpose, literally just walking away. And if this is not you guys, maybe this is other people too. Like maybe they were loyal to something and they're just thinking like, well, I'm just going to go for it and see what happens. So, what else is Capricorn need to know? So, we have the 4 of Pentacles here. Managing your resources wisely, extremes in how you give or receive money, time, or emotions, smart business decisions, seeing things as black or white, and being charitable. So, that kind of goes along with, there was something here talking about saving your money and not overspending. I cannot remember where that is. Limit waste. So yeah, this is something about saving and not trying to overspend, not trying to just get something just to get it, like having a purpose for it. And definitely it's a time where you're reflecting on how much you are trying to give to someone or something over your own needs. So definitely that kind of goes along with that. I feel like with you guys, like if you do get something, like say if you go make a big purchase, it's something that you have been saving for or you really need. I don't feel like you guys waste, but you do like nice things. We can't help that part. But it's about saving. I feel like a lot of you are wanting to save your remaining energy, like the juice, because maybe you've gone through so many things, so many trials and tribulations that at this point it's like, how much more can I take from that? So I kind of feel like maybe some of you really just walked away or will be walking away from something that's not giving to you, because this talks about giving and charity. It can't always be coming from you. So I feel like a lot of you may be noticing that it's time for you to put that same energy that you put out into yourself, like back into yourself. No, you didn't miss too much. I was rambling from some of it. Y'all know I've been talking too much. I might just do like a chatty video one of these days and we just talk about stuff. We have Wise Counselor. I forgot which one this one is in the actual deck. But it says unity with a spiritually minded community. So that goes back to this family connections, people who share in the same beliefs, in the same vision as you. Because if you have people that don't understand spirituality, then you're gonna like rack your brain trying to explain to them. So basically, it says ask the divine for help and trust the answers will come. Compare traditional methods with new ideas to see which is best for you. So again, look at all this. That's all religious type stuff at the bottom. And it's not saying that you are, again, not judging other people, but a lot of us have come from backgrounds where we were raised in like Christianity or Catholicism or something like that. And as we age, we realize like something don't seem right or we didn't like the practices. There's nothing wrong with breaking free from that. And it's not a cult. A lot of people like to say, oh, tarot readers are evil and it's the devil. And it's, yeah, it is that if you are coming from a negative space. If you are a person that has negative energy all the time, you're putting that out, you're being scammy, all of that stuff is going to come back to you. And I really don't even talk about tarot. There's only like a select few people that know that I do this. And I'm sure people search me all the time and they'll find it. But I'm not going to willingly give that up because I'm not going to sit here and have someone berate me. So I kind of feel like that's how you guys are. Like you're accepting of where people are, but you don't want to force anything on them. Just like you don't want them to force anything on you. Hey, Khadija. We also have the moon. So both of these are major arcana, actually. So it says, listen to your intuition and pay attention to signs from the divine. So both of these talk about the divine, asking the divine for help, getting signs. So let me finish reading it. Because y'all know my brain. Like, I literally feel sometimes like I have ADHD. And I know I shouldn't say that because a lot of people that do have are probably like, you ain't been diagnosed. I haven't. But I literally jump from idea to idea. And it's crazy. So it says, listen to your intuition and pay attention to signs from the divine. Unnecessary worry. Let go of your fears. Revelations that will make everything clear. So this is basically saying that if you want something, Capricorn, you have to actually ask if it's the right time. You have to pray for it. And then, of course, if it's not the right time, what do I need to do to make sure I get there? So the moon is this fear. Some of you may have a fear of starting over, changing things, stopping talking to people, speaking up for yourself to certain people. But at the end of the day, I feel like it's something that needs to be done and faced head on. And most Capricorns are like that. Like, we are going to tell you like it is. We don't feel like the sugar coating, cookie cutter type of stuff. We won't hurt you, like, with our words. Of course, unless you've heard us, we might dig a little deep into the wound. But we will try to find a way to tell you in a nicer way why something is not going to work or something of that nature. And I think with time, you get to a point where it's like, okay, I'm just going to do me and I'm not going to force anybody. Because you can't force anyone, like I said earlier, to do a certain thing. And I feel like if you're constantly trying to get someone to see something and they're not seeing it, you're just wasting energy. So it's like recycling that energy back into you. That's actually a good title. What else is Capricorn? I think I'm gonna do the energy oracles too. I have to look at the time so I can make sure my daughter goes to bed on time. Sorry, y'all. Okay. Another major arcana, the Lover's card. So embrace true love and deep, intimate friendships. Make choices from the heart, vibrant health, or recovery from an illness. So in the sense of spirituality, this is basically don't be afraid of the unknown. It's telling you like, hey, you might encounter something that is out the blue and you have to figure out how to, deal with it. And again, it's talking about embracing. So coming together with people who are like-minded. That's really what I keep getting. Because you're at a stage right now, I feel that not everybody's on the same page. And when you go out in the world, you see how selfish people are. Like when people are driving, if you're trying to get over, they don't want to let you over. It's just little small things that you might pick up that other people don't. And I feel like this is telling you that you have to find the people that make you feel whole. You know, you don't want broken people. You don't want negative energies around you all the time because it's draining. Even if you are protected and secure, it's still draining to constantly have to put that wall up. So this is definitely saying let go of the unknown. That's also a form of anxiety, you know, trying to worry about the future, things that haven't happened. It's very unhealthy. And it's different from just intuition. It's talking about stuff that hasn't even happened yet. And we have the dreamer. So this is another major arcana. There's a lot of major arcanas in here. So that definitely talks about a major change. So I feel like some of you are going through a major life change right now. And this is just a reminder that you are on the right track and that it's okay to slip and fall at times, but continue on your path. Some of you, again, I feel like you left something, or yesterday was like solidifying that situation of what you're going to be leaving behind because you're just putting too much, exerting too much energy into it. So I feel like it's going to be the aftermath now. So some people are going to be like, oh wow, like Capricorn really did that. So some people are in their thoughts and mind right now like, dang, Capricorn really walked away. And that's something that people don't realize with Capricorns. We can hold on to you until we don't want you anymore. And that can just come from a situation of like, okay, I keep seeing you do the same thing. I don't like it, so I'm going to move on. Wow, that's crazy. That is so freaking crazy. Hey, Oracle Moon. I literally just looked at your page because I'm like, where has she been at? Like, literally. That's kind of weird. That's like super weird. Oh, wow. Well, I'm glad you're okay because I was getting worried actually. But yeah. Dang, that's so crazy. But we have the dreamer here. Yeah, I know. I know life can do its thing. We have the dreamer here. So it says a new start, trust yourself, push your fears aside and take a leap of faith. So that's literally the whole theme of this reading for Capricorn is not being afraid to take that leap of faith, whatever that is for you. Because look, this person, this is so crazy too. He's leaving one door. We'll say this person because it could be a female too. This person's leaving his door and then they're entering another. And look who's over here. It's like it's divinely guided and it's somebody that's protecting you. So a lot of you, if you question, like, are you doing the right thing? This is confirmation that you are, or that it will be the right thing if you decide. Again, I feel like yesterday was solidifying a lot of things for people. Why does my mouth feel like it's so watery? That's crazy. I know it's funny. I'm on the other spectrum. I just haven't really felt like it myself either. I've been trying though. But yeah, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana out here. That's crazy. Let me see what else. What else Capricorn using? I think I'm gonna pull one of these cards too. The affirmation. So we have the 2 of Swords. So being unable, I think that's Swords. Yeah. Being unable or unwilling to make a decision, follow your own heart and rather than trying to make others happy. Literally what I just said. Pretending there's no problem, over analyzing a situation. So that's anxiety, right? So like I said, don't do things for other people. And I feel like a lot of you have finally realized that because these people will throw you under the bus. They'll do whatever they want to you. And you're going to be left trying to figure it out and fix it. So you're not having to be a fixer. You know, so this is like saying don't be blinded to it. Don't think that, oh, well, if I keep helping or doing more, that is gonna make things better. So definitely do you follow your intuition. This is telling you, like, don't let people or things get in the way. I kind of feel like with this blue, I feel like some people try to stop your communication, or they try to make you feel like you're doing too much. So, like I said earlier, Capricorns, we're going to be very honest. We're going to like tell you like it is. We do try to lessen the blow for people that we care about, but if we don't care about you, we're going to just hit you with, you know, everything. And I feel like a lot of people are not capable of doing that these days. So they're at a point where they're like, okay, well, I'm just gonna say it this way, or I'm just gonna like lessen the blow. Like, they're so worried about protecting people who are doing them wrong and doing them dirty. So definitely, I feel like a lot of you only may have put your blinders on just because like you cared about these people, but you're starting to realize that these people are affecting your emotional state, and that you don't need to care about them anymore. They're grown, especially if you're dealing with grown people who are mentally capable. It is not your job to fix it. We also have the Strength card, another major arcana. So personal power and assertiveness portrayed with kindness, compassion that brings about forgiveness, and realizing that you're stronger than you knew. So we have the courage on this one. So have courage, and this is about courage. So yeah, you guys are stronger than you give yourself credit for. And I feel like there's a lot of people who try to make it seem like you're wrong, or you're the issue. There's definitely people, and I've come a long way, and I think people are noticing as well. They'll try to nitpick, pick until the old you would have exploded and yelled. Like, literally, there's a lot of people out here who want you to cuss them out, fight them, so they can have a reason to unleash their unhealed wounds onto you. It is what it is. So if you don't allow these people to get you out of character, then it gets pushed back on them, and then they start. So let me say, for an example, say somebody, you tell them something, right? And then they're saying all this negative stuff, but then you're just like, oh, okay, well, I'm still gonna do what I need to do, blah blah. And then all of a sudden they start apologizing or saying, oh, I didn't mean it like that, and oh, that's because you did mean it like that, and you got caught and it didn't work. So at the end of the day, you have to make sure that you always look out for yourself, like literally looking out for yourself, because you are stronger than people give you credit for. You may do exceptional job at your workplace and your personal life, and people will not give you any accolades. And the thing is that you don't need those accolades. They see this. They see that you guys are strong. They see that you're doing what you need to do, and they actually have envy and jealousy because they can't do those things. And so it makes them feel unimportant. It makes them feel less than, so they'll find ways to try to attack you. And I feel like this is just telling you that you're not the one. Like, you ain't the one to be messed with. And when you mess with spiritual people who have a lot of ancestry background, people watching them, you literally are setting yourself up for failure. And so, I don't know, I'm pretty sure a lot of you may have had this situation, but say you distance yourself from somebody, right? Excuse me. Say you distance yourself from somebody, and these people, dang, I just went blank. Oh my God, that's so crazy. I think that was the end of that message. Oh my God, that's funny. Yeah, that was the end of that message. I guess I was talking too much. Let's see what else we got in here. That's crazy, right? We have the Queen of Swords. So brilliant, experienced, humorous, judgmental, releasing situations or people that no longer serve you. That's literally what we've been talking about. Seeing the humor in difficult situations, focusing on career, divorce, or unmarried individuals. So I feel like people could possibly judge you when it comes to your personal life, but little do they know that you have dealt with so much and you've actually healed from that. And again, I always tell people you're not fully healed because there's always something that you can work on at the end of the day. So it's kind of like those reviews where, work reviews, oh, no one never gets a 5. You may think it's a 5, but no one never gets 5. Is basically what they're saying. So that's what I'm getting with this one. And also releasing yourself from these people who no longer serve you. So outgrowing people. So maybe you were close to certain people at one point, and then over time you start realizing that you guys are not sharing in the same belief systems. It's okay to distance yourself from people who are not treating you well. And that's something I think Capricorns have an issue with, holding on longer than they need to. But once you do finally take that leap of faith, move on, and seek your purpose, that's when everything comes together. And some of you are actually being guided towards something and away from something. So away from something to go towards something. And just look at your own personal life. Sometimes you might have people around you who you think are cool, but it's like stuff is always happening. Like your spirit's always agitated. Um, Things just don't go right. Like it's not planned, all of that. Those are people who are unhealed and they're trying to drain you. And of course, we call them energy vampires, but it's a real thing. Like literally, once you get rid of these people or you're not around them for a long period of time, you start realizing that, wow, like I'm actually good. So when you surround yourself around people who are behind the scenes, jealous, envious, all of that stuff of you, it's going to come out eventually. That looked like a real candle. Let me get sorry y'all. We're gonna do the energy cards. And I do think it's okay to take breaks. For sure. But it's getting wild out here, y'all. People over here fighting over money. And not even that, like for me personally, I've stopped watching certain readers who constantly tell you not to watch anybody else. That to me is a cult. Um, those people have a right to watch who they want. Like you can't tell people not to go watch people. Like that don't make sense. It's free will. You have your own. I just saw a journey card. You have your own money, so you pay your own bills. No one pays that for you unless they do. But even then, you still have a right to do your own thing. So I just say that because it's just ridiculous. People fighting over subscribers and all of that. Yes. But it's okay. Like, people do go through stuff. Like, I literally take breaks every so often. And you shouldn't feel ashamed or apologize for that stuff. Because at the end of the day, like, you have to do what's best for you. Yeah, I went down the rabbit hole yesterday, Oracle Moon. And it's getting ugly out there. Certain people fighting over subscribers. Telling them to not. There's one person that keeps... And I don't know this person. I just read it. And this person is literally telling people other readers are negative and don't watch them. And it's a lot. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I know that is scary. For sure. Sorry, y'all. I think I got some hot sauce in my... that was still in my hand. What else does Capricorn need to know about this situation? Look, contract. I feel like that's up. Exactly. It's just everybody's trying to fight for a piece of the pie. And I get it, times have changed and, food is more expensive. Cars are more expensive. Upkeep on certain things. So I get it, rent. But to try to get people to not watch other people so you can try to, like, steal their viewership and stuff, like, that's just crazy to me. Absolute craziness. Right. And I said that before, and you know, we have to look at ourselves. Like for me, I started slacking because I started going through life stuff too. So I took a back seat from tarot to focus on my personal stuff. And of course, you know, people don't want to wait, and I lost people, but it is what it is. So anyway, I'm gonna save that for a chatty video or something. I really don't want to get involved with it because, and I know I keep saying that and I keep talking, but that's why I'm not using any names because, yeah, it's just an ugly, ugly thing to see. All right. I think I was just talking about this yesterday. Third chakra. That's about your self-esteem, how you feel about yourself. And we have contract next to that. What else? Hold on. Absolutely. Door to personal healing and happiness. So yeah, like this is basically saying that the contract is up with things in your life that don't make sense anymore. Let me put it this way. The contract is up. I'm gonna put it this way. So you're walking away from things that no longer serve you. And when you do that, you're going to build your self-esteem up. You're going to start feeling better about yourself and get back to the old you or whoever you were before all of the negativity. And then you're going to be opening up new doors. So this is about not being afraid to love yourself and do for yourself. We can't put others before we put ourselves. That didn't even make sense. Is it still Mercury retrograde? Because I think it said something about communication is going to be off. Oh, yeah. I'm about to get off in a little bit because it's almost bedtime for my daughter. Well, we got sacral chakra out here, too. So, to me, that's saying to find your passion and, again, your life purpose. I feel like a lot of people are reigniting old things or trying to figure out what's their next step. So, definitely something you're passionate with. Look at that. Look at all these chakras here. First chakra, that's the stability. I said that earlier with the courage card. You have to protect what you've built. So you can't give up all your hard-earned, I was going to say money. I don't know why money keeps coming out. You can't give up your hard-earned journey to where you got to now for other people. Like you have that drive. There's something about aligning yourself, knowing your worth, knowing what you want in life, and also making sure that you protect yourself. Because it's not going to end. Like you're going to constantly be on guard. And I really feel like that because people are going to constantly test you. And that's the part that you can't do anything about. But look, we have blossoming abundance. So if you guys keep on, making these subtle changes, you are going to be successful in every area that you can think of. Look, rest and rejuvenation is at the bottom. Some of you guys need a break. Goddess of the moon. So we have moon energy out here twice. So it's like the fear of the unknown. And I think that's an issue because of the structuredness that Capricorn has. The unknown is scary. My palms started itching. Ain't that about money? So let me get you guys an oracle affirmation card. And then we'll be done. I want like nice ice cold water. Oop. All right, oop. What is and you'll be surprised with how many people actually do not believe in God and just say that or don't even thank God for their blessings. So I've been praying a lot lately, actually, for myself. Spring cleaning still in effect. I'm trying to move all my cards and put the ones I normally use a lot out and put the other ones away. My thoughts, I'm speaking loudly. All right, what does Capricorn need to know? close this out. What does Spirit want Capricorn to know right now? Okay, looks like you guys got 2. So we have nature. So it says it's time to unleash your inner hippie and step outside of that man-made box. Take a walk in the woods. Make sure you have some stuff. I wouldn't take a walk in the woods just by yourself. Make sure you got a cell phone and something you can beat somebody off with. Okay. Smell those flowers, hug some trees. You might think you're being ironic, like, look at me, I'm being all tree huggery and stuff. But you'll find that even then, those trees will hug you back. Trees come from a time before irony, and their earnestness is impervious. They're using a lot of big words to our jaded humor. If that doesn't make you want to hug them even more, well, I guess you're a robot. So this is about living life, getting out there, and also not caring what people have to say. Because if you want to go hug a tree, let them call you crazy. If that's what you want to do, let them call you crazy. If people want to take pictures and snap stuff, let them, because that's them. They probably want to do hug the tree too, but they're afraid of what people are going to think. We also have perseverance, so this goes along with that courage card and the strength card. So it says, it seems you're on a massive journey right now, and this card has arrived to remind you that you will reach the other side. The mountain you're climbing is huge and formidable, but so is your ability to climb it. You don't need to enjoy it, you just need to tackle it. Complain if it makes the job easier. Blow off steam. You think mountain climbers get to the top of Everest on inspirational quotes? No way. They're grunting and crying and cursing like freaking pirates. That just doesn't sell a lot of posters. Or postcards, I'm sorry. So again, this is basically saying that your journey is your journey, Capricorn. You don't need people to tell you, like, hey, that's not right. You shouldn't be doing this. Do what makes you happy. So whatever that means to you, do what makes you happy, because other people are wanting to form and mold you into what will fit their needs, but that's for them. So it's about independence, continuing your independence, making sure that you do the things that you enjoy. Thank you, Aisha. So at the end of the day, all of this kind of sums it up, y'all. Again, I feel like this is afterglow of the total eclipse. But I feel like a lot of you are going to do successful things and make something of your life. And I really feel like you have to get back to the basics, take care of yourself, and go from there. So thank you guys for joining. We'll see if I'll come back this week or not. We'll figure it out, because I don't know, I feel jumbled. But I thank you guys for watching, taking time out of your evening. That would be cool. Everybody, if she pops up, make sure you watch it. She's a fellow Capricorn. But I am thankful that you're okay, because literally I checked, because I haven't seen you on like the algorithm or anything like that, so I did check. So that was kind of not weird. Anytime I say weird, it's something that I'm like, oh, okay, wow, it's happening type of thing. So I'm glad that that happened. So we know you're okay. So thank you guys. I hope you have a good night's sleep. Get you a little late night snack if you want, because I'm going to do so. But it's cool. Like, the thing with Capricorns though, like, we are okay with people disappearing, and like, because we know when we're trying to go through stuff, we don't want to be bothered, we don't want nobody telling us nothing. We'll come back when it's time. So yeah, don't ever feel like you have to reach out and say, hey, this is what I'm doing. Like, take care of yourself. That's all that matters. As long as you're alive, that's all that we look at. You say you feel emotional. I get like that sometimes. Thanks, Maya. I think I have a family named Wilkins. But anyway, y'all, because y'all know I'll be on here all night. So thank you again. Check out Oracle Moon messages. And I appreciate you guys so much. And I will catch you guys later. Yeah, have a good one.